how and why do these changes evolve? We like to speak of the good old days, but what about the bad old days? What about the days that were terrible? What about the days that made us cry? How does the messiness of the institutional formation and transformation become embodied in this petite African-American woman? So what you have on your table is a picture of the cover of the book, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about Jacqueline for a moment, to try to situate ourselves within her experience. So the first thing I will say is we can always look at this book as not just a work of scholarship, but the book as an artifact. I was trained as a material culturalist from the University of Maryland, and so we actually can engage with this book in a meaningful way as an artifact. We can look at the book as a site of preservation, as concerning the context of which the book was written, incredible scholars that I respect so much, the times in which the book is discussed, right? This is a pivotal moment within our history here. The people who are included in this book, and some of them are in this room right now, and the various ways that the work demonstrates the attention to detail and the thoughtful contemplation of the scholars who produced the work. I like to remind people I'm a historian, I'm not an archivist, but I do work in the archive, and I hope to be a fly on the wall in the archive. I get to see and have the experience and the privilege to watch the discoveries unfold. And so that has been one of my greatest joys at Rice, is to see all different types of people from all over the world come to Rice and discover something about Rice when they come to the Woodson. Afterwards, when I see people and they're coming out, and sometimes they look deflated, and sometimes they look really excited, I ask them, did you have a productive archive day? Did you find something juicy? Do you want to share your tea? So what might a future researcher who discovers this book in our archive understand about Rice better, about its second founding, and particularly about the Black experience? How will this book be positioned or juxtaposed to the current and future collections that we now hold and will hold in the future? And also, how does this book tell the story, not just of the Black experience at Rice, but about the collaborative scholarship that happens at Rice? This book is an artifact. I came to the institution in 2020. July 1st was actually my first day, so I was a COVID baby, so to speak. And one of the first experiences I had with the task force was actually listening to a doc talk from September 11th entitled "A Photo and a Mortgage," right? And so this is the photo that Dr. Bird had brought to the doc talk. And I was particularly drawn by this both then and now because of the cover art. Who is this woman? Who is Jackie? Who is she standing there? Well, with a little research from our archive, we know she's a National Merit Scholar, right? That means she's studious and a hard worker. She was on the debate team and student council and the Creative Writing Club. This suggests not only that she was an apt researcher and a strong public speaker, but also that she was interested in an imagined but not yet realized future. She came from a two-parent household. Speak of Black family excellence in the 60s. She's a daughter of a veteran. I don't know if I have any children of veterans in here, but we sit up a little straighter when our parents are in the room because they have this expectation of us. She's a young Black woman, and she is described in this way by her peers. She is what you want. We're especially proud of Jacqueline. She was working at NASA at the time when she was just 18 years old. She worked as a laboratory assistant in the Space Center's Crew Systems Division. She is kind, and she's a person, just the type of person we're looking for. She's alert and highly intelligent, and we hope we can get her back. Jacqueline speaks of herself in an article from 1965 saying her parents were her biggest inspirations. And from the time that she was very young, they talked about the importance of education. They spent a lot of time reading to her. I spent a lot of time reading to my boys too, so I understand the importance of that. 2 minutes. They also and always offer help with her lessons, right? But the challenge that Jacqueline was going to experience while she was here is essentially she was all alone. You know, so what does that loneliness feel like, and what types of material culture artifacts do we bring with us to remind us of home, right? And so this is not her purse. Don't get excited. I didn't bring anything from the archive. But I did get a replica of the purse that she's carrying in this picture. And I just want you to just briefly think about, because I do have an activity for you later, what types of baggage might she be bringing with her? Was she scared?
What she said?
Was she nervous? Was she excited? Was she ready to take on the day? Or was there something else that was going on, right? And so we like to think about what type of baggage do we bring to the institution, but also what we leave here, okay? And so I'll say more about that later.